figure in how many people vote for the weird third-party people. Excuse me, the third-party people, and
are you cringing over here?
you take the 2 year ago election, and you take everybody who voted for Obama, and you discount that value by the amount of presidential versus a midterm. That gives us about 65. Expect to get 11,000 votes out of the independent if you assume that about 45% of people are dissatisfied with their congressperson. So the people who identify as independent, I think it's an 11. There's about 8,000 people who are modeled as women who are very interested in reproductive rights, equality in the workplace for women that come out of the Republican base. So you add those, you take 52% of the expected turnout minus whatever the independent shaves off, because most independents are going to, for this year against Lenny Ladner, is the independent, and he's going to pull from Republican base, not from the Democratic, because he's Constitution kind of Tea Party. We end up with a gap of about 14,000 votes. I think that's what it comes out to. I don't remember exactly what that number is. Of course, now there's pretty wide tails on these bell curves, but that means about 1 in every 7 Republican voter has to be dissatisfied with Marsha Blackburn and want to change. So I have to find a message that reaches 1 in 7 Republicans who say 12 years is enough. 1 in 7 Republicans who say, no, I want the internet to continue to work for my children, my grandchildren, and I don't want to sell it to the cable companies. 1 in 7 Republicans who say it's not okay for the people who abuse Tennessee walking horses to regulate themselves. 1 in 7 Republicans to say, you know what? So it's pretty self-evident when you burn coal and you get a huge pile of ash, that's probably not the best way to power a 21st century economy. And if that's the case, we're in.
How are we going to let these people know this?
Right. Well, mostly we're using direct phone messaging. So a huge bank of volunteers structured in a nice hierarchical scheme in which we create messages that are targeted to specific voters. We're using the big data systems comes out of the Obama campaigns of 12 and 8, which are now realized in the software programs called Vote Builder, for example.
So it's all electronic, though. There's no.
Well, I mean that's the key part is targeting people based on their modeling of who are receptive to the message that comes with the Democratic Party. People matter, not corporations matter,
Gotcha.
not money. And find the people who are receptive to the message and making sure they're contacted with the message. So, I can put a billboard up, but it doesn't mean anybody who drives by it even votes in the district. Whereas I can send mail to everybody in the district, that doesn't mean I'm going to hit somebody receptive to the message on it. Where a phone call to someone who's modeled to be receptive, you're not going to miss here and there, but you hit directly to somebody who's looking for the message that you're going to give to them. Jacob Brim got 18% of the vote. I only need 14%. You only need that 1 in 7. So Jacob Brim in the primary got 18% of the vote. That tells me that more than 1 in 7 Republicans are dissatisfied with Marsha Blackburn and willing to vote for another Republican. The trick is, are they dissatisfied enough to then take that vote to either Mr. Ladner or to somebody who's got a message of building the country back from for working Americans, getting rid of tax loopholes that are allowing corporations to siphon money overseas, changing their names to foreign companies, that kind of thing. So that's all I can do. 1 in 7 Republicans just got to realize there's a better way to do it. And I'm not trying to make anybody not be a Republican. All I have to do is just say that for this job, for this time, I'm the right person right now. So. Now, why 1 in 3 doesn't say that, I don't know. I'm only going to shoot for 1 in 7. I get the rest in the next 2 years from now.